This first photo is the first photo my husband and I ever took. We look like babies, but we're 12 years old in it. We met when we were 11 and we're 23 now. So I've literally known my husband for more than half my life. We have 4 children together. We have Colton, who is 8. We have Ashton, who is 3. We have Kiana, that's her right there. She's going to be 5 in December. And then we have Roman, and he's going to be 2 this month. So that's Colton, and the last one was Ashton, and then I have photos of Roman later on in here. We have no children together. We tried for 2 years to conceive a baby together. I have frequent miscarriages. In those 2 years, we had 2, and I've had prior miscarriages. And then we finally conceived our triplets. A lot of people are asking if they're natural. Our triplets are natural. We didn't do IVF or anything like that. We didn't do IUI. They just came naturally, which is insane. We were going to have 1 baby, and that was going to be it. We were going to be done, have our 5 kids. But God had other plans, and now we have 3 wonderful triplets that we're expecting. My husband and I met in middle school. We dated in middle school, and we ended up separating because my parents wanted to move state. So I left state. Him and I broke up. It sucked because we had that adorable puppy love. So we thought we'd always be together. I moved on. He moved on. And that's where our beautiful other children came into play. I was in a relationship with my boys' dad for 8 years. It was a pretty bad relationship, to say the least, about the whole time. Now, of course, there's always good times, but just about every time was a bad time. And I eventually was able to move on from that, thankfully. And I was able to with the help of my husband. I had joined the Air Force at 18 and went to Japan for my first assignment. After my first assignment, I went to Idaho. When I got to Idaho, my husband was in Oregon. And him and I had kept in contact for the 8 years that we had been separated. While he was with other people and I was with other people, we still stayed friends for 8 years. So the first day I got to Idaho, I bought a car and I drove 8 hours to see my husband for the second time in 8 years. I had seen him 3 months prior for about an hour in Alaska. And I hadn't seen him besides that. So I drove there and I stayed the weekend there. We went to the fair, hung out with mutual friends, and it was like we had never been apart. And then our love story just grew from there. And I'm so thankful to have him now. He adopted Colton and Ashton June 16th of 2020. So both my boys have the last name Smith now, and we all have the last name Smith. It's just been super great to fall in love with your best friend and then marry your best friend. Even after being apart for so long, just having that connection still be there. I didn't think it was possible to be so strongly connected to somebody, but we just mesh so good, and it's great. It's great to be able to talk things out and talk about things and have different opinions and just be on the same page and have that team member with you all the time. We like to go out and do fun things. We like to go four-wheeling and get muddy and take the boys camping, and we like to spend holidays with family or even just with us. So I go super out for the holidays. We have been to 2 concerts and they were great. I wish we could do more, but because of the coronavirus, we can't. So that's a little bit of our backstory. Met when we were 11, dated, were separated for 8 years and found our way back to each other. And now we're about to have 7 children. There's Colton with chickens. We tried to have chickens at our house. We had to move them to our mom's house. but they were great. We also had a goat, also moved to my mom's house. But it's just been a wild ride, and we're super excited about these triplets. We can't wait to have them here already and hold them and cuddle them. And it's just been such a blessing. It's something you don't ever expect. You know, you try for one baby and end up with three, and it's like, oh my gosh, what do we do? And then it's just an overwhelming emotions, because now you have three more children that you get to love every day and raise and watch them grow. So it's been quite the adventure. We've taken a few trips, which are always nice. We did a cruise to Mexico, Jamaica, the Cayman Islands. When we lived in Idaho, we did frequent road trips. So we went to Washington a lot and Oregon a lot and just traveled around the states. And in Alaska, we did a beach trip for our 2nd year anniversary. We camped out in the Jeep, just the two of us, and we did like a fire and food, and we hit 7 beaches in a 2-day period. So that was super fun to just spend time together and see Alaska how it is and camp out in a Jeep. We've slept on an airport floor. We've slept in 2 different Jeeps out in the cold, and we've slept on just many places with our travels, but it doesn't seem to matter where we are as long as we have each other. It's always super fun, which is awesome. And there's him and Colton. Colton is great. He's super sensitive, which can be hard at times, and he's super stubborn, but he's so great and so sweet, and he cares for people so much. He's always smiling and just a joy. And then we have Ashton. There he is. And Ashton is our wild child, without a doubt. Ashton has to be watched 24/7. He cannot be left unattended. He will get into everything. He breaks everything. But he's so much fun and just so full of personality. We definitely got blessed with the children we have, even if they are hard work. Ashton is super, super stubborn. If he wants something done his way, it gets done his way. And then we have Gracie. That's her as a puppy. She's super big now. She's 1 year old now as of October. And she's the sweetest dog ever. She's never bit nobody. She doesn't like growl at people. She's very well trained. She sits, lays, comes, just super well behaved. And I'm so blessed that we were able to get her when we did. And we lucked out with a good dog. Oh, and there was the goat that we had inside the house. We didn't know it was a jumping goat. It jumps like 7 feet high. It's crazy. And there's Colton and Mr. Ashton when Ashton was born. And as you can see, the boys absolutely adore Jamal. And there's Mr. Roman. And he is just precious. He is always smiling, and he loves to just play, and he's super, super sweet. And we go on fishing trips when it's not snowing. We live in Alaska, so in the summertime, this is what we like to do. We like to get muddy and go on fishing trips, like I said. And Colton and Ashton absolutely love the 4-wheelers. So just stay tuned and watch our family grow, and I hope that you guys comment on these videos and you guys enjoy watching what our family does.